What's going on, guys? Deej here. Thank you so much for clicking my video, but I have a quick question for you guys. Do you guys like throwing nades? Do you guys like throwing storm nades? Do you guys like never dying and being able to punch everything and having every ability on cooldown as soon as possible? Then this video is for you. We're going to go into depth on my Titan Arc 3.0 build that is super fun and super good in endgame PVE content. I use this build in my Master King's Fall run last night. I use this build at all times when I play on my Titan. I never die, I never run out of abilities, and I have so much fun. With that all being said, let's jump right into the build. So starting off with your subclass, you're going to want to use the Thruster ability. This has the lowest base cooldown in the game for all the Titan barricades, and it just has a shorter animation time than the barricades, so it will work with your Heart of Utmost Light. Catapult lift, you can really use whatever lift you like. I like to use Catapult in case I have to switch to Lion Rapids for a jumping puzzle or whatever I'm doing. Seismic Strike, once again, has the lowest, or equivalent to the lowest base cooldown in the game. Seismic Strike is basically just shoulder charge, and wider amplified, the blind radius is increased. So you'll have enemies getting blinded, and it's just so much better than Thunderclap or the Ballistic Slam, because Ballistic Slam gets this fly in the air. Thunderclap, you obviously have to charge it up. This, you can just run around while you're killing stuff and have your Seismic Strike ready. The heart and soul of the build, the Storm Grenades, these are just super broken this season. You want to make sure you have these on. They are a lot of fun to use, and you will have these constantly to throw around and have fun with. The aspects that we're going to be using is Knockout. Critically wounding a target or breaking their shield infuses your melee attacks with arc energy and increases your melee range and damage for a short time. Defeating targets with melee attacks start health regeneration and make you amplified. This fragment is very good because you're always going to be having enemies who are getting meleeed. You're always going to be having enemies in short distance, so you're going to be amplified. You're going to get health regeneration, so our recovery stat really does not matter. The second aspect we're going to be using is Touch of Thunder. Your Flashbang, Pulse, Lightning, and Storm Grenades have enhanced functionality. Storm Grenades, after detonating, creates a roaming thundercloud that tracks nearby targets and fires bolts of lightning at foes beneath it. Just makes Storm Grenades even more broken than they already are in the game. Want to make sure you have this on. Gives you 2 fragment spots, so we can have a little bit more customization down here. Fragment number 1, Spark of Magnitude. Your lingering arc grenades, Storm, Pulse, and Lightning have extended duration. Makes these grenades literally last forever. It's great. Spark of Ions, defeating jolted targets, create an ionic trace. If you guys don't know what a jolted target is, it's basically when there's destructive lightning and they're taking chain damage while other targets are nearby. Spark of Resistance, while surrounding combatants, you're more resistance to damage. So with 100 resilience, you're already going to be really resilient. Obviously, that's the whole point of the stat. You're not taking as much damage, but with Spark of Resistance, you're taking even more, and that gives you plus 10 in the strength category, which is very nice. And then Spark of Shock, your arc grenades jolt targets so that Spark of Ions can, be spawned in. That is taking 10 away from your discipline, but it is okay. So for the actual armor on this build, you're going to be wanting to rock double hands-on and seeking wells. Hands-on basically gives you bonus super energy on melee kills, and seeking wells, and these do stack by the way, and seeking wells will have elemental wells move across the ground to get closer to you, so you don't have to be running around looking for wells. On your armor, I'm going to be using Focusing Strike. You could put an Overload or, any champ mod on here, but Focusing Strike grants class ability energy when you cause damage with a melee attack, and we're going to be doing a lot of meleeing in this build. Momentum Transfer, causing damage with a grenade reduces your melee cooldown, and Well of Striking, picking up an Arc Elemental Well grants you additional melee energy. This basically makes your melee never run out, and it's just super broken. The exotic that we're going to be using is Heart of Utmost Light for the Empowered Barricade and Melee. Empowered means abilities have faster regen, melees and grenades do more damage, and barricades have more hits. We're not using a barricade, but the melees and grenades doing more damage is huge. All you're going to want well mod wise on here is Font of Wisdom. Picking up an elemental well that matches your subclass increases your super regeneration because the intellect gets boosted. That makes sure that our Thunder Crash super is always coming up as fast as possible in case we need it for boss damage, for ag clear, whatever we need it for. The boosts, you're going to be wanting to rock Elemental Ordnance. Defeating a combatant with grenade spawns a elemental well, and you want to use the orbs mod here. Picking up an orb of power grants a small amount of energy to the ability with the least amount of energy. We can rock double of those, so if my nade is on low cooldown, I pick up some orbs, my nade's almost pretty much recharged. And down here on your mark, you're going to want to rock Amped Up lightning strikes twice. This mod is super broken and makes the lightning nades even better than they already are in the game. And elemental light, defeating a combatant with their super spawns an elemental well that matches your subclass type. So all these wells, everything you use, your melee, your nade, and your super, will generate well mods for you to keep going and doing a lot of damage and ad clear. It's a lot of fun. You guys have seen the clips from before. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys all enjoyed this new Titan build. I hope you all put it on and give it a shot and at least use it at some point. This is going to be the pinnacle of end game content. This is going to be the build you want to use in your grandmasters, your master king's fall, all stuff like that. So please make sure you guys try it out. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.